There seems to be so many shoot 'em ups coming out recently, which is not necessarily a bad thing, as it's a genre I personally enjoy. Ghostblade HD is the most recent shooter that I played on the Switch, and although it doesn't do much to revolutionize the genre, I've still had a good time with it. Within the category of shoot 'em ups, there are different types of shooters. Ghostblade HD is an old school bullet hell shooter, which means you'll be facing loads of enemies shooting a crap load of bullets at you. You shoot back of course, and can also unleash a scatter shot that damages enemies and eliminates all the weak enemies on the screen. You only have 3 of these per life, so more often than not I tried to save them for an end level boss, or when I was in a really desperate situation. You have 3 lives and 3 continues to try and make it to the end of 5 levels. And while this doesn't sound like much content, the difficulty is such that you will be playing over and over until you eventually beat it. But I didn't find the game repetitive or boring. The difficulty is well balanced, so that each time I played, I would get a little bit further than the last time. Seeing that I was making progress and getting better, helped maintain a sense of achievement with each attempt. And there was always so much going on the screen, that I was constantly engaged and focused on the game, to try and avoid taking damage. If you do struggle though, you can change the difficulty. At the end of the 5 stages you have a boss battle. I think the boss battles were the parts of the game I enjoyed the least. These bosses were pure bullet sponges, and they felt like they lasted a bit too long, with attacks that were almost impossible to avoid. None of them were impossible to beat, so it just felt like a bit too much time was spent on these fights. When you start the game you choose one of 3 different ships. Each one felt different in the way they handled, their speed, the power and the spread of bullets. I personally preferred the fast blue ship, because with all the bullets on the screen, I found that speed and maneuverability to dodge these bullets was more important than power. But all 3 felt good to control, and there aren't many shooters where the choice of ships actually makes a difference in terms of the feel of the gameplay. The game has a local co-op option as well, but I didn't get a chance to play this, so I can't really comment on it. But there are online leaderboards, so even when you finish the game, you may be motivated to continue playing to try and get a better place on the leaderboard. There's also an option to play in Tate mode, which probably works really well when you're playing on a regular Switch, since the controls and the Joy-Con don't change. But on a Switch Lite, the buttons aren't remapped to the vertical screen, which meant I couldn't make use of this mode. It's a shame because when I did turn it on, the game looks great playing full vertical screen. Overall, I enjoyed Ghostblade HD. As a shooter, I don't think it does much new, but it's a fun game with a good level of challenge that kept me interested in playing. So guys, are you picking up Ghostblade HD? PlayAsia had a physical release of this game recently too. And if you played it, what did you think of it? Leave a comment below, and as always, thanks for watching.